$150,000 bond. I mean, I've seen murder cases with less than that, stabbing, shootings, all that kind of stuff. I would ask that you reduce the bond from $150,000 to $50,000.
Truth, power, justice, true justice empire.
Court is calling CM number 097847, State of Texas versus John Anthony Ayala. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Michael Villarreal for the state.
For the defense?
Alex Sharp for the defense.
And are you John Ayala?
Yes.
All right, we're here. The defense has filed a motion seeking a bond reduction. State, have you had a chance to review the state defense's motion, and are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
All right, defense, is your motion.
Thank you, Judge. Call Yvette Ayala as a witness.
All right, Ms. Ayala. If you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand if you state your name for the record.
Yvette Ayala.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Ayala, where do you live?
151 Bancroft.
In San Antonio?
Yes.
All right. And are you working?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where do you work?
Commercial kitchen, parts and service.
Okay. You married?
No.
Okay. And John is your son, is that correct?
Yes.
How old is he?
19.
18. He has no criminal record, is that correct?
No, sir.
Now, you know that he's charged with a continuous sexual abuse for minors, is that correct?
Yes.
Right. And that the bond is currently set at $150,000. Is that correct?
That's what I heard.
Okay. Now, do you have $15,000 to pay to a bondsman or to someone to get him out on that high of a bond?
No, sir.
All right. Is there anything, property that you own or that you can, is there an amount that you can get together of money that you could put towards a bond to help to get John out of jail?
I'm currently trying to sell my house.
Okay.
With the money that I get back, though, I'm trying to make sure I get my other kids set up. I don't have any more vacation time to take, so when I have doctor's appointments and stuff for here, I have to take an unpaid day off. So, but crunching the numbers and everything, I mean, I can do like 5,000.
All right. And in the event that the bond is reduced or you're ever able to make it, where will John be living?
With my grandmother.
Okay. Are there any minors under 17 that live there?
No. Not that I can
Is that your mom?
No, it's my grandma. My mom's another option as well.
Okay. There are places where he can live
Yes.
that would not violate any conditions.
Yes.
Okay. Pass the witness.
Just a few questions. Ms. Ayala, you said you owned your own home?
Oh, I'm still paying for it, yes.
You have a mortgage on your home? Okay. And the $5,000 that you said that you could come up with, are you taking into consideration other things, or is that just based on the sale of your home?
That's based on the sale of the home, and after I pay off what I need to make sure my other children are able. I need a place for them to live.
If you were going to sell your home, where are you going to live?
Our plan right now is to sell our home, get an apartment, I would like to pay it for a year because, like I said, with my hours,
This moment feels honest, even desperate, but in bond hearings, what matters I assent, just what you have, it's what the court believes you can realistically access, and that distinction is about to become critical.
not meeting, I don't want to stress over eviction.
So the 5,000 you're considering is in part due to you want to prepay a year of your rent. As far as if he were to make bond, regardless of the amount, you said that he was not going to be residing with you.
No, because I have my daughter.
And how old is your daughter?
I have my 16-year-old and my 12-year-old.
Okay. So you have two children under the age of 17.
I have 3. My youngest, my son, is 11.
11, 12, and 16. I understand correctly? And they would be residing with you. I'll pass the research.
Any further questions?
Nothing further, Judge.
All right,
Pass
Chairman.
witness.
Are you next witness?
We rest.
All right, State.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, State just offers State Exhibit number 1, which has been previously tendered to defense.
No objection.
All right, then State's Exhibit number 1 is admitted into evidence. Just give me a moment to read it. All right, the court will hear argument. Defense, it's your motion.
Thank you, Judge. After reading the exhibit that the state tendered to you, I believe that most of the allegations happened or are alleged to have happened when Mr. Ayala was a juvenile. To take that into consideration, that might have an effect on the jurisdiction of the case. 10 years old, no priors, has a safe place to stay. I understand the seriousness of the charge, but $150,000 bond. I mean, I've seen murder cases with less than that. Stabbing, shootings, all that kind of stuff. I would ask that you reduce the bond from $150,000 to $50,000.
All right, State.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess 2 things from the state's perspective. Number 1 is just the offense in and of itself, which the court is well aware of, and the seriousness of these allegations, and the defendant's own admission to committing these offenses. The court's well aware that juveniles go to prison as well for these types of offenses. So the fact that he was a juvenile doesn't negate the age difference in this case, which I believe is, if I'm calculating it correctly, would be at least a 9-year difference between the 2 individuals. Secondly, in determining what is the appropriate amount to set in this case, obviously the court's taking into consideration the ability for the defendant to make bond. And so in this case, I don't believe that Ms. Ayala has demonstrated through, or the defense through Ms. Ayala has demonstrated the inability to pay, rather the inconvenience of being able to pay. She has other understandable uses and needs for that money, but prepaying a whole year of your rent, even assuming rent is $1,000 a month, that's $12,000 right there. And that's including, talking about her having to have at least 3 kids, and that'd be pretty relatively safe to expect. That'd be $12,000 right there. And so, it's not the most convenient way for her to use her money, but obviously I don't think that should be taken into play what the court is going to consider. And so, we're asking that the bond, the writ be denied, that the bond is already appropriately set at an amount based on the nature of the offense, the specific allegations of this offense, and the lack of evidence to show that the defendant has the inability to make the bond as presently set.
Defense, it's your motion, so you have final argument.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Ayala, told the court she doesn't have the money. She's in the process of selling her house. God knows when that will happen. Or how much it'll be. But
Here comes the prosecution's key argument, and it's sharp. They're not saying she's lying, they're saying she's prioritizing legally. That's a huge difference, so ask yourself, should personal financial planning outweigh a defendant's release?
clearly she doesn't have the money to make this bond right now. She's justified to that under oath. When and if the house gets sold, depending on what it gets sold for and all that, I mean, her son is still in jail. And he's been there for over a month, and it's his first offense, and he's been throwing up all morning. Let's get out. And we think that realistic just bond can be formulated. I believe full house arrest has already been ordered as a condition of his bond, where you can lower the bond to $50,000 and protect and give protection to the community, to the alleged victim. And so we're gonna say that we did show that she cannot make the bond right now at this moment.
All right, so this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to set the bond at $130,000, full GPS, waive fees, no contact with minors.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 11159, State of Texas versus Evelyn Acosta. Can I have parties announced for the record, please?
Michelle Hayden for the state.
Thomas Hill for defendant.
All right, we're here for sentencing. Are you Evelyn Acosta?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, you entered a plea of no contest on April 4th
Yes, ma'am.
and applied for deferred adjudication for the offense of arson, habitation, place of assembly.
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years silent. There's a $1,500 fine, and the state is silent on your application. All right, did you have a chance to review the report prepared by probation, Ms. Hilly?
I have, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state any objections to the PSI and the TAP evaluation?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the state is silent. Mr. Hilly,
I call my client.
could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Evelyn Acosta.
All right, defense?
Please tell the court, if given the chance today on deferred adjudication to keep this charge from affecting you for the rest of your life, tell the court what is going to be your intended place of residence and with whom.
My intended residence to be live with my mother. Basically just prove to myself, my family, that I can redeem myself and be a better man, better husband, a better son to my family. I'm a hardworking person. I stay out of trouble by myself. I don't have that many acquaintances. I would just like to turn this around and put a smile on my kids and my wife and my family, that they're very disappointed in me. I myself am very disappointed in myself as well. Jail has been a big eye-opener for me that I've taken for granted. My family, which is the most important thing in my life right now. I apologize to my family for any inconvenience that I put them through. You know, I know they're out there right now without me, and they need me. I need them. Just an opportunity to show them that I could do better and be better.
In addition to your mother, what other family support do you expect to have?
I have sisters and brothers, my father, so I have uncles and cousins who believe in me. They know that this has served me as a lesson, and they know I'm a hardworking person. They know I'm a loyal person. I'm a family person. That they all have. I have their respect and their support.
You understand that you already have 8 months back time. If the judge was to sentence you to serve to a low number of PDC years, you may be out soon, as opposed to being on probation for many, many more years to come, undergoing a lot of treatment, doing a lot of classes, getting a lot of help. And if you mess up all of that, you could get a lot more time.
Yes, sir, I do.
You willing to take on potentially much more intense burden?
And just like that, the decision lands not the full $150,000, but definitely not the relief the defense hoped for. This is a classic judicial compromise balancing risk, resources, and responsibility.
I know that none of that is going to be any because like I said, I've stayed away from being just any trouble at all for years and years. This time it was just a big fall for myself that I couldn't stay content with myself. I usually stay content on my actions and my before I can do something. I think before I speak and I act. It was just it was a big mess up. I was messing up bad. Like I said, I'm glad that my eyes have been opened, and I knew that if this would have not happened to me, then it could have been worse for me as well.
Let's talk about the changes you underwent in custody the last 8 months. When it happened, what was your state of mind compared to today, and why?
At the beginning, I would stutter. I wouldn't know how to carry myself, how to carry myself with others. Now I've turned my life around. Like I said, I've turned my life around to a point where I want to make changes, not just changes, transformations in my life. Complete transformation where I can be unrecognizable. And I know I'm capable of doing such thing. I know I could be better and greater for my kids, especially for them. But show them that their dad is not what a mess up.
What services do you think you would benefit from when it comes to mental health, substance abuse, and being a father?
Sorry?
What services do you think this court can order you that you could benefit from when it comes to substance abuse, mental health, and parenting?
Yes, parenting classes, drug classes, self-control classes. Just programs that can help me be a big mental support for myself to be somebody greater and be a better part of society again, and just be part of my kid's life again, and not be as dumb as I was.
What were you thinking? What were you doing? And why were you doing what you're doing at the time of the opening? My question summarized: what kind of drugs did you take at the time?
At the time I was new to crystal meth, and it's a heavy drug that it takes control of your mind, the hallucinations, the paranoia that it gives you. It's never been my choice of drug. It's just something that I fell on for losing my job and not be able to support my family.
What has been your choice of drug?
Ma'am?
What has been your choice of drug?
Marijuana.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you receiving SSI or no?
No, ma'am.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to grant your application, sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication, $1,500 fine probated. You're to be evaluated for the DDRF placement. My understanding it's scheduled for May 19th, so he's going to remain in custody until that takes place and follow all the conditions set by that. And he's going to follow that with the Genesis program, monthly urinalysis, sober meetings, the MRT. Proof of employment within 60 days of release. There should be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. There should be no unsupervised contact with minors. No harmful or injurious contact with Tiffany Acosta. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Field visits 3 times per month, random, and that's upon release. Rebecca, is there anything else he needs?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Costa, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Just to grant me the opportunity to show that I did that. I won't regret the opportunity that I get right now.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. What are these tattoos about? What's that thing on your arm over there?
Oh, it's a smile now, cry later, good times, bad times.
I'm sorry, what?
A smile now, cry later, good times, bad times.
Smile now,
And
cry later. But I mean, what is it of?
There's skulls.
Skulls.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what's the other thing?
San Antonio, City of San Antonio, and the spider web.
All right, can I have a gang evaluation as well, Ms. Reyes? All right, thank you.
Every speaker.
Yes.
This is what controlled authority looks like. No drama, no theatrics, just a calculated decision. But what do you think? Did the judge strike the right balance, or was this still too harsh?